However, the struggles of Frances Bavier were far more complex and painful than the public could have ever imagined. It was not until much later that the truth about her personal life began to unravel, revealing a story of chronic pain, loneliness, and desperation. Bavier had been suffering from a number of ailments, including arthritis and breast cancer, which had taken a significant toll on her physical and mental health. In 1989, she underwent a mastectomy, the removal of one of her breasts, a procedure that would prove to be a turning point in her life. The surgery left her feeling disfigured and vulnerable, leading to a deepening sense of isolation and despair. Despite her efforts to maintain a brave face, the pain and discomfort she endured on a daily basis were taking a devastating toll on her mental health. The once vibrant and energetic actress was now struggling to come to terms with her new reality, and the strain was beginning to show. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, Bavier's condition continued to deteriorate, and those closest to her began to notice a change in her demeanor. She had become withdrawn and isolated, unable to shake off the feeling of hopelessness that had settled over her. The removal of her breast had not only taken a physical toll, but had also left her feeling like a part of her had been taken away, leaving her with a sense of loss and grief that she could not overcome. As the months went by, Bavier's health continued to decline, and she became increasingly reclusive, rarely leaving her home or seeing friends. The pain and discomfort she endured on a daily basis had become too much to bear, and she began to feel like she was losing herself in the process. The struggles she faced were not just physical, but also emotional, and it seemed like there was no end in sight. Initially, Frances Elizabeth Bavier was born on December 14, 1902, in New York. Her father, Charles, was a stationary engineer, and her mother, Mary, was a homemaker. Frances initially aspired to become a teacher and enrolled at the University of Columbia. However, during a vaudeville performance, she discovered her true calling as an actress. This newfound passion led her to pursue a career in the performing arts, and she eventually left her studies behind to focus on her acting career. Following her decision to pursue a career in acting, Frances Bavier made her Broadway debut in the play The Poor Nut, which marked the beginning of her journey in the world of theater. This initial foray into acting led her to abandon her teaching aspirations, and instead, she chose to hone her craft through formal training. She enrolled at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, a prestigious institution that offered rigorous training and performances, providing her with the ideal environment to expand her portfolio and develop her skills. Under the guidance of seasoned professionals, Frances was able to refine her acting techniques, gaining valuable experience and insights that would serve her well in her future endeavors. The training at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts was instrumental in shaping Frances' career, as it allowed her to explore various aspects of acting, from character development to stage presence. Through her time at the Academy, she was able to build a strong foundation in acting, which would eventually lead to her success in the entertainment industry. Frances' decision to attend the American Academy of Dramatic Arts proved to be a wise one, as it provided her with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate the competitive world of acting. Her time at the Academy was marked by intense training and numerous performances, which helped her to develop the confidence and skills required to succeed in her chosen profession. As Frances continued to hone her craft, she began to make a name for herself in the theater community, earning recognition for her talents and dedication to her work. Her hard work and perseverance eventually paid off, as she started to secure roles in various productions, both on and off Broadway. During World War II, Frances Bavier joined the United States organization's USO to bring joy to American troops stationed in the Pacific, showcasing her versatility and commitment to her craft. This endeavor allowed her to connect with the troops on a personal level, providing them with a sense of comfort and familiarity in a time of uncertainty. Her participation in the USO was a testament to her dedication to using her talents for the greater good, and it remains an important part of her legacy. In addition to her work with the USO, Frances Bavier also pursued a career in film, making her debut in 1931 in the romantic comedy Girls Around Town, directed by George Cukor. Although her role in the film was uncredited, it marked the beginning of her journey in the film industry, and she would go on to appear in numerous other films throughout her career. Girls Around Town was a significant milestone for Bavier, as it provided her with the opportunity to showcase her talents on the big screen and gain valuable experience in the film industry. Bavier's film debut was a result of her hard work and perseverance, and it paved the way for her future success in Hollywood. Her ability to adapt to different roles and genres was evident from the start, and she would continue to demonstrate her versatility throughout her career. The experience she gained from working on Girls Around Town was invaluable, and it helped her to develop the skills and confidence she needed to succeed in the competitive world of film. Frances Bavier's contributions to the USO and her film debut in Girls Around Town are a testament to her dedication to her craft and her commitment to using her talents to make a positive impact. Her legacy continues to inspire and entertain audiences to this day, and her contributions to the film industry remain an important part of her enduring legacy. Meanwhile, in the realm of television and film, Frances Bavier made her mark with a string of notable roles. In 1952, she appeared in the crime drama series Racket Squad, which paved the way for her subsequent appearances in other television shows such as City Detective and Dragnet. Her performances in these series showcased her versatility as an actress and helped establish her as a talented presence on the small screen. In addition to her work in television, Bavier also had significant roles in several films. One of her notable film appearances was in The Lady Says No, a romantic comedy that highlighted her ability to play a wide range of characters. She also appeared in Bend of the River, a classic Western film that featured an ensemble cast and showcased her talent for dramatic roles. Another notable film appearance was in Man in the Attic, a suspenseful drama that demonstrated her ability to play complex and intriguing characters. Throughout her career, Bavier demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt to different roles and genres, and her performances in both television and film were marked by a sense of nuance and depth. Her contributions to the world of entertainment continue to be celebrated, and her legacy as a talented and versatile actress remains an enduring part of her legacy. In 1951, Frances Bavier earned her breakthrough role in the science fiction classic The Day the Earth Stood Still, directed by Robert Wise. This film is renowned for its thought-provoking themes and memorable performances. Bavier portrayed the character of Mistress Barley, a pivotal role that showcased her talent and versatility as an actress. The film's gripping narrative revolves around an alien visitor, Klaatu, who arrives on Earth with a warning about humanity's destructive ways. Bavier's performance contributed to the film's emotional depth, allowing audiences to connect with the characters on a personal level. The success of The Day the Earth Stood Still propelled Frances Bavier into the spotlight, marking a significant turning point in her career. Following this role, she became a recognized figure in Hollywood, leading to more opportunities and roles in various films and television shows. Her ability to embody complex characters with sincerity and depth set her apart in an industry that often favored more conventional portrayals. Bavier's work in this iconic film not only established her as a distinguished actress, but also left a lasting impact on the science fiction genre, which continues to resonate with audiences today. From 1954 to 1956, Frances Bavier starred in the beloved sitcom It's a Great Life as Amy Morgan. In this role, she brought warmth and humor to the character, who was known for her kind-hearted nature and quick wit. The show, which focused on the lives of two veterans running a boarding house, allowed Frances to showcase her comedic talent and ability to connect with audiences. Her portrayal of Amy Morgan was memorable and contributed to the show's charm, making it a favorite among viewers during its run. Following her success in It's a Great Life, Frances took on the role of Nora Martin in The Eve Arden Show from 1957 to 1958. This series revolved around the life of a high school teacher and featured Frances in a role that highlighted her versatility as an actress. Nora Martin was a character that resonated with audiences, and Frances' performance added depth and humor to the show. Her ability to deliver comedic lines with impeccable timing made her a standout performer in both series. These notable television roles established Frances Bavier as a talented actress who could bring laughter and relatability to her characters, leaving a lasting impact on the world of television. Following her Broadway career, Frances Bavier's last appearance on the stage was in 1951, playing a significant role in the play Point of No Return, which enjoyed a successful run of 365 performances alongside Henry Fonda. This role showcased her talent and ability to work alongside prominent actors. The play's success was a testament to her skill and dedication to her craft. As she transitioned from the stage to television, Bavier's experience and talent prepared her for her next iconic role. In 1960, Frances landed her iconic role as Aunt Bee in The Andy Griffith Show. Initially hesitant, she grew to appreciate the authenticity and warmth of Southern life, which was reflected in the character of Aunt Bee. The show's portrayal of small-town life and the relationships between the characters resonated with audiences, and Aunt Bee became a beloved figure in many households. Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee brought a sense of warmth and comfort to the show, and her character's wisdom and kindness were a staple of the series. As Bavier settled into her role, she began to appreciate the simplicity and charm of Mayberry, the fictional town where the show was set. The show's creators aimed to capture the essence of small-town America, and Bavier's character was a key part of that. Her portrayal of Aunt Bee was authentic and genuine, and she brought a sense of depth and nuance to the character. Bavier's experience playing Aunt Bee had a profound impact on her, and she grew to love the character and the show. She enjoyed the sense of community and camaraderie that came with working on a television series, and she developed close relationships with her co-stars. The show's success was a testament to the talent and dedication of the cast and crew, and Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee remains one of the most iconic and beloved characters in television history. As the character of Aunt Bee evolved on the classic television show The Andy Griffith Show, it became apparent that her development was not solely the result of scripted lines and planned storylines. Rather, the character's growth and nurturing qualities were also shaped by the exceptional acting abilities of Frances Bavier, the talented actress who brought Aunt Bee to life. Frances Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee was a masterclass in character development, as she seamlessly wove together the various threads of her character's personality to create a rich and nuanced on-screen presence. One of the key factors that contributed to Aunt Bee's evolution was the spontaneous decisions made by Bavier during filming. These unplanned moments often added depth and complexity to the character, making her feel more real and relatable to audiences. Another significant factor in shaping Aunt Bee's character was the name change from Henry to Bee, which was made by Andy Griffith himself. This change had a profound impact on the character's development, as it allowed Bavier to tap into the nurturing qualities that would become a hallmark of Aunt Bee's personality. The name Bee was seen as a more feminine and endearing name, which suited the character's warm and caring nature. As the show progressed, Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee continued to evolve, with the character becoming an integral part of the show's fabric. Aunt Bee's relationship with Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith, was particularly significant, as it allowed Bavier to showcase her character's nurturing qualities. The chemistry between Bavier and Griffith was undeniable, and their on-screen relationship added a richness and depth to the show that was unmatched by other television programs of the time. Throughout the series, Bavier's exceptional acting abilities were consistently on display, as she brought Aunt Bee to life with a depth and nuance that was rare for television characters of the time. Her portrayal of Aunt Bee was a testament to her skill as an actress, and it remains one of the most iconic and beloved characters in television history. As a result of her iconic portrayal, Frances Bavier's character, Aunt Bee, became an integral part of American television history. Her genuine and touching performance made it difficult for audiences to differentiate between the actress and the character. This phenomenon was a testament to her exceptional acting skills and her ability to bring depth and nuance to the role. Her role as Aunt Bee brought Frances Bavier financial success and stability, allowing her to continue working in the entertainment industry for many years. The show's popularity and her memorable performance earned her a steady income and recognition within the industry. As a result, she was able to maintain a successful career, taking on various roles in television and film. Frances Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee also showcased her remarkable talent for playing a lovable and caring matriarch. Her character's warm and nurturing personality resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in many American households. The show's success can be attributed, in part, to her outstanding performance, which brought a sense of authenticity and warmth to the character. Throughout her career, Frances Bavier demonstrated her versatility as an actress, taking on a wide range of roles in various genres. However, her portrayal of Aunt Bee remains her most iconic and enduring performance. The character's impact on American television history is a testament to her exceptional talent and dedication to her craft. Frances Bavier's legacy continues to be celebrated, with her iconic portrayal of Aunt Bee remaining an integral part of American pop culture. Her remarkable performance has inspired countless actresses and continues to be remembered fondly by audiences around the world. Meanwhile, a key part of the show's success was its talented cast, including Frances Bavier, who played the lovable and sharp-tongued Aunt Bee. The show, created by Sheldon Leonard and featuring Griffith as Sheriff Andy Taylor, was a top 10 hit throughout its entire run. It ranked highly among both blue-collar and white-collar workers and remains a beloved classic. Frances Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee added warmth and depth to the show, and her character's interactions with Sheriff Taylor and his son O.P. were a highlight of many episodes. Throughout its 8-season run, the Andy Griffith Show tackled a range of topics, from crime and justice to family and community, often with a light-hearted and humorous touch. The show's setting, the fictional town of Mayberry, was a key part of its charm, and its characters, including Aunt Bee, became like family to many viewers. Frances Bavier's performance as Aunt Bee earned her 2 Emmy nominations, and she remains a beloved figure in American television history. The Andy Griffith Show's enduring popularity is a testament to the talents of its cast, including Frances Bavier, and its timeless themes and characters. Despite their harmonious on-screen relationship, Frances Bavier and Andy Griffith had a tense working relationship due to their contrasting personalities and approaches to work. The two actors played the roles of Aunt Bee and Sheriff Andy Taylor in the classic television series The Andy Griffith Show. While their characters were incredibly close on the show, the reality behind the scenes was quite different. Frances Bavier was a seasoned actress with a strong background in theater and film. She was known for her strict adherence to the script and her desire to perfect every scene. On the other hand, Andy Griffith was more laid back and often preferred to improvise his lines. This difference in approach often led to clashes between the two actors. Bavier's perfectionism and Griffith's carefree attitude created tension on set. Bavier would often become frustrated with Griffith's tendency to change his lines or ad-lib, which would throw off her carefully rehearsed performances. Griffith, on the other hand, found Bavier's strict adherence to the script to be stifling and would often try to get her to relax and be more spontaneous. Despite their differences, the two actors managed to maintain a professional relationship and continued to work together on The Andy Griffith Show. However, the tension between them was palpable, and it often affected the rest of the cast and crew. The show's writers and directors would often have to intervene to mediate the disputes between Bavier and Griffith. The feud between Bavier and Griffith became a part of their legacy, with many of their co-stars and colleagues commenting on the tension between them. Ron Howard, who played O.P. Taylor on the show, recalled that Bavier and Griffith would often argue on set, but would always manage to put their differences aside when the cameras started rolling. The tension between Bavier and Griffith also affected their personal relationship. The two actors rarely socialized outside of work, and Bavier would often decline invitations to Griffith's home. Despite this, they maintained a level of respect for each other's talent and professionalism. The feud between Frances Bavier and Andy Griffith is a fascinating aspect of their legacy, and it serves as a reminder that even the most harmonious on-screen relationships can be fraught with tension and conflict behind the scenes. After spending many years in the spotlight, Frances Bavier decided it was time to retire from acting and leave the hustle and bustle of city life behind. She chose Siler City, North Carolina, as her new home, seeking a peaceful life similar to the idyllic Mayberry she had portrayed on television. The quiet, small-town atmosphere was exactly what she thought she needed to unwind and live a simpler life. However, Bavier soon discovered that the reality of her new life was far different from what she had envisioned. Despite her desire for seclusion, she found it impossible to escape the constant attention from fans who had grown to love her as Aunt Bee. They would often show up at her doorstep, asking for autographs and pictures, and some even went as far as to follow her around town. The constant intrusion into her private life took a toll on Bavier's mental health, and she began to feel like she was losing her sense of self. As time went on, Bavier became increasingly reclusive, struggling to cope with the pressures of fame. She stopped leaving her house, afraid of being mobbed by fans, and her social life began to suffer. Despite her best efforts to adapt to her new life, she found it impossible to shake off the feeling of being trapped. In an effort to regain control over her life, Bavier sought help from a psychiatrist, hoping to find a way to deal with the stress and anxiety that had become a constant part of her daily life. The psychiatrist's help was invaluable, and Bavier slowly began to come to terms with her new reality. She learned to set boundaries and prioritize her own needs, and gradually, she started to rebuild her life. Though she never fully escaped the attention of her fans, she found ways to manage it, and her life in Siler City became more bearable. Despite the challenges she faced, Bavier remained in Siler City until her passing, a testament to her determination to live life on her own terms. In her final years, Frances Bavier chose a life of seclusion, stepping away from the public eye that had once celebrated her talent. She rarely left her home, finding comfort in solitude as her health began to decline. The actress, known for her beloved role as Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show, faced numerous health challenges during this time. On December 6, 1989, at the age of 86, she passed away. The causes of her death were complex, including congestive heart failure, myocardial infarction, coronary artery disease, and atherosclerosis. These serious conditions were compounded by other health issues she faced, such as breast cancer, arthritis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Despite her struggles, Frances Bavier's legacy as a talented actress remains cherished by fans, even as she spent her last days away from the spotlight, reflecting a quiet end to a vibrant career. However, the provided information is about the marital life of Andy Griffith, not Frances Bavier. Based on the given context, I will provide a detailed text about Andy Griffith's marital life. Andy Griffith's personal life was marked by 3 marriages. His first marriage was to Barbara Bray Edwards, and they tied the knot in 1949. The couple adopted 2 children, Sam and Dixie, during their time together. This marriage lasted for 23 years until they divorced in 1972. Following his divorce, Griffith married Greek actress Salika Kasuto in 1973. This marriage lasted for 8 years until they parted ways in 1981. 2 years later, Griffith married Cindy Knight in 1983, and they remained together until his death. Ron Howard, then known as Ronnie Howard, played Andy Taylor's only child, O.P. Taylor, on The Andy Griffith Show. He was a central character, and his growth from age 6 to 14 was depicted over the series run. O.P. was portrayed as a sweet and innocent boy, often getting into mischief, but always learning valuable life lessons from his father, Sheriff Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith. The show highlighted their strong father-son bond, showcasing how Andy guided O.P. through various challenges. The character was relatable to many viewers, representing the curiosity and innocence of childhood. As the series progressed, audiences watched O.P. mature, transitioning from a playful child to a more responsible young boy. This character development not only reflected Ron Howard's own growth as an actor, but also resonated with the show's themes of family, morality, and community. The interactions between O.P. and other characters like Aunt Bee added depth to his journey, making him a beloved figure in television history. The portrayal of O.P. Taylor remains one of Ron Howard's most memorable roles, contributing significantly to his successful career in Hollywood. Following her successful portrayal of Aunt Bee in The Andy Griffith Show, Frances Bavier's character continued in the spin-off series Bavier. In this series, Aunt Bee became the housekeeper for Farmer Sam Jones, another widowed father, and his young son Mike. The character's transition to the new series allowed Bavier to further develop her role and showcase her exceptional acting skills. As a result of her outstanding performance in The Andy Griffith Show, Frances Bavier won an Emmy Award in 1967 for her portrayal of Aunt Bee. This award acknowledged her exceptional contribution to television and her ability to bring the character to life in a way that captivated audiences. The Emmy Award was a testament to Bavier's talent and dedication to her craft, and it remains a significant milestone in her career. Throughout her time on The Andy Griffith Show and Bavier, Frances Bavier's performance as Aunt Bee earned her widespread recognition and acclaim. Her portrayal of the character became iconic, and she remains closely associated with the role to this day. Bavier's success in the series paved the way for future generations of actresses and cemented her place in the history of American television. The character of Aunt Bee, as portrayed by Frances Bavier, was a central figure in The Andy Griffith Show and Bavier. Her warm and caring personality made her a beloved figure in the community, and her relationship with the other characters was a key aspect of the series. Bavier's performance brought depth and nuance to the character, making her more than just a supporting figure in the show. Frances Bavier's Emmy Award win in 1967 was a significant moment in her career, and it marked a high point in her time on The Andy Griffith Show. The award was a testament to her hard work and dedication to her craft, and it remains a lasting legacy of her time on the series. Bavier's performance as Aunt Bee continues to be celebrated to this day, and her Emmy Award win is a reminder of her enduring impact on American television. However, I must point out that the provided summary does not match the subject name. The subject name is Andy's Affair, but the summary is about Andy Griffith's affair with Anita Corsaut. Also, the subject name is supposed to be about actress Frances Bavier, but the summary does not mention her at all. Assuming you want me to write about Andy Griffith's affair with Anita Corsaut, here's the text meanwhile. A 2015 book titled Andy and Don: The Making of a Friendship, and a classic American TV show revealed a long-held secret about Andy Griffith's personal life during the filming of The Andy Griffith Show. According to the book, Andy Griffith had an ongoing affair with actress Anita Corsaut during the 5 years they worked together on the show. Anita Corsaut played the role of Helen Crump, the love interest of Andy Griffith's character, Sheriff Andy Taylor. The affair reportedly lasted from 1963 to 1968, and it was kept private from the public and the rest of the cast and crew. Andy Griffith and Anita Corsaut's on-screen chemistry was undeniable, and their romance added a new layer of depth to their characters' relationship. Despite their personal relationship, Anita Corsaut's character was written out of the show after 5 seasons, and she went on to pursue other projects. The affair between Andy Griffith and Anita Corsaut remained a secret for many years, and it was only revealed decades later through the book. At the age of 70, Frances Bavier made a significant life change by moving from one end of the United States to the other. She settled in Siler City, North Carolina, a place that offered the charm and simplicity of small-town life. This move was not just about relocating, it was a quest for the same warmth and goodness that she had come to represent in the hearts of many Americans through her beloved role as Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show. In this new chapter, she hoped to embrace the values of community and neighborliness that defined the small towns of America. Frances sought a peaceful life away from the bustling Hollywood scene, desiring a more grounded existence. Living in Siler City allowed her to enjoy the slower pace of life and connect with the local community. She found joy in the everyday moments that small-town living provided, reflecting the wholesome image she portrayed on screen. This transition marked a new beginning for Frances, filled with the promise of contentment and the chance to enjoy life in a way that resonated with her true self. Following her rise to fame as Aunt Bee on the popular television show The Andy Griffith Show, Frances Bavier found herself struggling to cope with the constant attention from fans in her hometown of Siler City. The pressure to live up to her on-screen persona as the warm and loving Aunt Bee weighed heavily on her, and she began to feel like she was losing herself in the process. As a result, Bavier started to feel increasingly lonely, despite being surrounded by people who admired and adored her. The constant scrutiny and attention from fans made it difficult for Bavier to go about her daily life without being recognized and approached. She longed for the days when she could walk down the street without being stopped and asked for autographs or photographs. The pressure to always be on and to maintain the image of Aunt Bee took a toll on her mental health, and she eventually sought help from a psychiatrist. Bavier's struggles with fame were not just about the attention from fans, but also about the expectations that came with playing such a beloved character. She felt like she was trapped in a role that was not entirely hers, and that she was losing her sense of identity in the process. The psychiatrist helped her to work through these feelings and to find ways to cope with the pressures of fame. Despite her struggles, Bavier remained a private person and kept her personal life out of the spotlight. She continued to play the role of Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show, and later on the spin-off series Mayberry RFD. However, she never fully adjusted to the constant attention and scrutiny that came with fame, and she eventually retired from acting to live a quieter life in Siler City. Following her passing, Frances Bavier left behind an estimated $700,000 estate, which included her house, a significant portion of her wealth. Her house, where she spent the majority of her later years, was bequeathed to a hospital foundation, a testament to her charitable nature. In addition to her house, her belongings were left to a public television network, another example of her generosity. Frances spent most of her time in a large back room of her home, surrounded by her beloved cats, who were her constant companions in her later years. Her house, which was once a grand and beautiful place, had become dark and dingy, with many of her possessions indicating she lived a sparse life. The once elegant rooms were now cluttered with her belongings, and the overall atmosphere was one of simplicity and humility. Despite her wealth and success, Frances lived a relatively simple life, surrounded by her cats and the memories of her long and illustrious career. Her decision to leave her estate to charitable causes was a reflection of her kind and generous spirit, and a testament to the values she held dear throughout her life. The hospital foundation and public television network that benefited from her generosity were a fitting legacy for a woman who had spent her life bringing joy and entertainment to countless people. Frances's later years were marked by a sense of quiet contemplation, surrounded by her cats and the familiar comforts of her home. Though her house may have been dark and dingy, it was a place of warmth and comfort for her, a place where she could escape the pressures of the world and simply be herself. And it was here, surrounded by the memories of a lifetime, that Frances spent her final days, a testament to the enduring power of love, kindness, and generosity. Although she may have started her career on the stage, Frances Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee remains iconic, and her legacy continues to be celebrated by fans of The Andy Griffith Show. Her dedication to her craft and the memorable characters she brought to life have left an enduring impact on television history. As a talented character actress, Bavier had a knack for creating lovable and relatable characters that audiences adored. Her portrayal of Aunt Bee, the kind-hearted and wise aunt of Sheriff Andy Taylor, is still widely regarded as one of the most memorable characters in television history. With her warm smile and gentle demeanor, Bavier brought a sense of comfort and familiarity to the show, making Aunt Bee a beloved figure in American television. Throughout her career, Bavier demonstrated a remarkable range and versatility as an actress, taking on a wide variety of roles in film, television, and theater. From her early days on the stage to her later years in television, Bavier consistently delivered strong performances that earned her critical acclaim and audience admiration. Her legacy as a talented and dedicated actress continues to inspire new generations of actors and actresses, and her iconic portrayal of Aunt Bee remains an integral part of American television history. Bavier's impact on The Andy Griffith Show cannot be overstated, as her character helped to anchor the series and provide a sense of stability and continuity. Her chemistry with the show's star, Andy Griffith, was undeniable, and the two actors developed a strong on-screen rapport that added depth and warmth to the series. As Aunt Bee, Bavier brought a sense of humor and wit to the show, often providing comedic relief and serving as a foil to the more serious characters. Her performances on the series earned her multiple Emmy nominations, and she remains one of the most beloved and iconic characters in television history. Despite her passing, Frances Bavier's legacy continues to be celebrated by fans of The Andy Griffith Show, and her iconic portrayal of Aunt Bee remains an integral part of American television history. Her dedication to her craft and the memorable characters she brought to life have left an enduring impact on the entertainment industry, and her influence can still be felt today. As a talented and versatile actress, Bavier left behind a remarkable body of work that continues to entertain and inspire audiences around the world.